They're trying to maybe hint at it with the color of the hair, but it's not. Why? Because that would be pedophilia. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode 3 of Oshino Ai. Last time, I would say episode 2 was kind of weak. Not just kind of weak, pretty weak. Very weak. Half of the episode was just Aqua destroying Ruby's dreams of becoming an idol, and the other quarter, I guess, was him talking to the director, and then they joined high school, and Ruby joined Strawberry Productions, SP. That was pretty much it. Like, I mentioned how I didn't like the fact that Aqua hasn't gotten anywhere with his investigation. I'm surprised he hasn't at all investigated the stalker. You know, who he was in contact with. You know, so on and so forth. But hopefully episode 3 will pull it back again. Hopefully. Without further ado, also, the fucking young child actor girl showed up again, the same high school. But again, as we have established, Aqua is a full-on adult and will not have relations with like a 15-year-old or 16-year-old. He is 40 or something along those lines.
いや、一般化受けた。なんでよ。うちの妹が芸能科受けて心配だからここ受けただけ。はあ？うちの兄シスコンなの。キモ。はあ、仕方ないな。仲良くしましょう、ロリ先輩。ビビるぞマジで。じゃあ俺監督のところ寄るから。
Lolly senpai, yes. Sounds about right.
ねえってどこ行くの？監督って誰のこと？ねえ今どの辺に住んでるの？
God, this girl.
ねえってば。あんたどこ中？ヤンキー女子。いつまでついてくるんだよ。私の疑問に全部答えるまで。まだ役者やってるんだよね。
I guess she views him as, after that one time, she views him as a rival or something. So she's like super excited, but like, yeah.
そうなんだ。そういうわけだから。ちょっと話しようよ。ねえ、これからカラオケとか行かない？行かねえよ。じゃあ、私の家とか？距離の詰め方やばくない？だったら。
おお、有馬かな。見ないうちにでかくなったな、おい。
いや、仕事はしてますよ。そりゃ子役時代に比べたらあれですけど。
まあ、ゆっくりしてけよ。
I guess her acting career has not exactly gone well.
ねえ、アクア。役者やってないならなんで監督のとこ出入りしてるの？本当は演技教わってるんじゃないの？まあ、一通りは仕込まれたけど、今は裏方志望で監督の助手やってる感じ。そうなんだ。でも嬉しい。まだこの業界にいたんだね。
This is not happening, by the way. It's pedophilia, and if that happens, I'm stopping watching this show immediately.
ねえ、監督。アクアの演技やってる映像とかないの？
あるにはあるけど。
見せんな。あれは気の迷いで黒歴史。自分に才能があると勘違いしてひどい目見た作品だ。
だそうだ。みたいならこいつ口説いて芝居やらせることだ。
へえ、そうくる？やんねえよ。今ね、私がヒロインやってる作品あるんだけど、まだ役者決まってない役あるんだ。偉い人に掛け合ってみようか。
That is cheating. That is literal unfair advantage, okay? The people who have the acting chops should be the ones acting in the movie, not some diversity hire or connection hire or whatnot. If you can do the job, you do the job. If you can't do the job, then you can't do the job. Doesn't matter who you are, what you are.
それなんて作品？
今日は甘口でっていう少女漫画が原作のドラマ。
へえ。
京アマ？
知ってる？
いや、演出かじってる人間で知らねえやつもぐりだろ。ド名作じゃねえか。
興味ある？
だから俺はもう演技はやらないって言ってるだろ。
掛け合ったら案外スルッと決まっちゃうかもよ。P の冠城さんには可愛がられてるから、私。
冠城？フルネームは冠城正也。
そうだけど。
What? Is he someone on your list?
携帯電話は3台ある。そのうち仕事用とプライベート用の2台にはメンバーや事務所社員のログしか残ってなかった。愛は抜けているようで想像以上に用心深く、本気で俺たちの秘密を守ろうとしていたのが分かった。問題はもう1台の携帯。これは愛が妊娠以前に使っていたものだ。何世代も前の型でダメになってたバッテリーの代わりを探すのは骨が折れたが、パスワード突破の手間に比べたら比較にならなかった。間違えると30秒間操作できなくなり、何桁のパスワードかもわからない。100通り試すのに半日かかった。1000通り試すのに1ヶ月。毎日毎日毎日。
Okay. But I'm guessing
45,510通り目。
you counted the attempts? Why?
このパスワードにたどり着くまで4年の月日がかかった。
4 years to arrive at that. Okay. First off, do people actually use actual words as passwords? Like, if you use, legitimately, right? If you use a word, some sort of like someone's birthday or someone's name, or like if you use any names or words as your password, you're a fucking idiot. Like, straight up. All my passwords, well, almost all my passwords, are a collection of random numbers and letters. Just completely random. And you would never be able to, like, maybe if you spend your entire life inputting different combinations, maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe you'll get lucky. But even then, no way. I'm guessing they're never gonna actually show us what the password was. But apparently it took you 4 years to crack. So you spent 4 years just on this. You didn't do anything else. And again, like, he has the right idea of like who Hoshino Ai was in contact with. Okay, but like, have you not thought about investigating the actual stalker and trying to find out where he found the information from? That's like, in my opinion, the more immediate, like, obvious lead. But okay, I mean, whatever.
十数名の芸能関係者のメアドや電話番号が残っていて、その中の一人が冠城正也。
ねえ、やろうよ。キャストも同年代ばっかだし、相手の男も女の子みたいな顔しててさ、可愛いんだよ。
やる。プロデューサーに連絡してくれ。
なんで急にやる気に。嘘。相手の男も女の子みたいな顔しててさ、可愛いんだよ。あんた、そういう。
やってやろうじゃねえか。
アクアの演技、楽しみ。
Again,
ただ、
this is, I don't feel like, I don't think you need to be involved in the acting business itself to investigate someone, you know? I mean, maybe you can get a little bit closer, you can establish a connection with the person, but like, that's about it. He like, he infiltrates way too deep for no reason, I feel like.
子役からやってる子？はい。顔は整ってるね。演技強強のかなちゃんがそこまで押すんならいいよ、呼びな。はい、じゃあよろしく。
決まりですか？
ああ。
That's not how.
ま、別に誰でも構わないし。
That's not how that works. I mean, okay, if they're fine with pretty much anyone, then okay. Whatever. I was gonna say, like, maybe he gets a recommendation from another actor, but like, he would still have to do an audition, like, you know, like, okay, whatever.
なんで言うんだよ。
だってあなた自分からは言わないでしょ。所属タレントの広報活動は事務所の仕事よ。
ママ言ってたもんね。私は将来アイドルで、アクアは将来役者さんかなって。あの言葉忘れてなかったんだね。
そんなんじゃない。愛と生前交流のあったプロデューサーと接触し、毛根の一つでも回収できればそれでいい。愛の
I guess
叶えるためとか、役者への
Yeah, I guess his strategy is still get DNA sample, test DNA sample, so on and so forth. I mean, has he... I don't think he's even thought about the fact that maybe it's not even the father that leaked it. Maybe the father told someone else? Maybe like a director or something? Or maybe someone close to him, and they told someone else, right? It's, in my opinion, it's more important to find out who the stalker was in contact with. That's the more important thing here, right? You have to know who the stalker was talking to. So investigate the stalker and all the people close to him. That's, in my opinion, much more important. You know, it's like, do you go from who Hoshino Ai talked to and go from there? Like, do you investigate from front to back? Or do you investigate from back to front? It's kind of like, in this case, I feel like you're more like, you're better off investigating from back to front because, like I said, the father may not necessarily be the, you know, the person who leaked it. Not to mention, father might, even if he told someone, that someone might not have been the fucking stalker, right? It's like, it could have been a complete accident. Not likely, but still. I don't know.
アクアの部屋にあるやつ、あれ面白かった。
勝手に読むな。
最近できたネットテレビ局制作のドラマで、全6話中もう3話まで放送済み。メインの役者も新人が多いし、規模としては少し小さめの作品ね。アクアの出番は最終話に出てくる悪役みたいよ。
向いてるじゃん。悪い顔してるもんね。
うるせえな。
ネット局のドラマだから今見れるわよ。
お前さ、そんな顔してて楽しいな。
The fuck is that?
別に。ただ猫を追いかけてきたら、お前がいたから。
I mean, okay. Surprisingly, they've done a good job of acting like they don't know how to act. You know? It's like the... You're a good actor. You're good at acting like you don't know how to act.
それ。
なんだ、笑えば可愛いじゃん。
何よ、からかわないで。
素直になれよ。
おい、お前、俺の女に手を出すな。
はあ？なんだてめえ。
I mean, obviously I get what they're getting at here, that everyone in this show is like really bad at acting, but I'm thinking about the anime Oshinoko here. The fact that they've been able to, simply from the voice acting, portray bad acting. That's actually really good acting.
ってこんな作品だったっけ？
おおむねこんな感じじゃなかったかしら。
演出とかはしっかりしてるから見れないことはないけど、なんか原作にいないオリキャラが活躍してるし。
できるだけ多くの役者を使いたい制作側の事情ね。
展開もさ、こんなんじゃなかったよね。
原作14巻分を半クールで収めるとなると、どうしても物語をカットする部分が出てくるのよ。
役者の演技も
演技未経験の子が多いみたいね。
なんていうかひどいね。
ストレートに言い過ぎよ。
っていうかロリ先輩ってさ、もっと演技上手くなかった？私ほど演技できる高校生そうそういないから。
じゃあどうして今回あんななんだよ。
今回のドラマはこれから売りたいモデルをとにかくいっぱい出してイケメン好きな女性層にリーチする企画なのよ。演技力は二の次だけど、それじゃあ作品が破綻する。だからこそ演技が売りの私をヒロインに起用してるってわけ。
それにしてはお前の演技ぬるくね？
抑えてるに決まってるでしょ。周りの役者は揃いも揃って大根役者ばっかり。
爪いいね。
人は人に強くしてもらうものさ。笑ってこらんよ。
メインキャストの中でまともに演技できるの私だけなのよ。こん中で私がバリバリやってみなさい。 他の役者の大根ぶりが浮き彫りになっちゃってぶり大根でしょ。
That is true. If someone is actually good at acting right next to someone who isn't good at acting, then it's very, very obvious, right? If everyone's acting is mediocre, then it's just kind of overall mediocre, right? Like she said, like if she acts very well, then it's very obvious. It sticks out a lot.
全力で演技したいわよ。誰が楽しくてわざわざ下手な演技をするっていうの？
Who would enjoy going out of their way to act poorly? God, the meta humor here, because they probably had to act poorly for this episode.
確かにこの作品は企画からして売り手の都合が前に出すぎてる。作品として面白くなりようがないわ。1話の撮影で原作者の先生が現場に来た時、あの失望した顔はきつかったわ。でも役者や裏方さん個人個人は精一杯やってて、見てくれる人や原作ファンのために少しでもいい作品にしたい。せめて見れる作品にする。さしずめ今の私は画を通さず作品の品質貢献に努める使いやすい役者。冠城 P も付き合いが長くてね。今回も私がその辺わきまえてるから起用してくれたんだよ。
いつの間にか協調性なんか持つようになっちゃって。
私大人だから。まあモデルどもと張っても負けない顔の良さもあるだろうけど。
役者って自信家しかいねえよな。
あんまり美味しい役じゃないから。だからこそあんたをねじ込めたんだけど。
コネで役取って本読みも飛ばし、またこのパターンか。ガキの頃同じことした俺に散々言ってくれたよな。
懐かしいわね。今度は私がやる側になるとはね。汚い大人になってしまったものよ。
They're really trying to push this, or at least she's trying to push this fucking narrative that, I'm a grown-up. No, you're not. No, you're fucking not. Nothing compared to him, okay? Just because you're a grown-up now, you still probably have like 20 years difference between you, so... Yeah, no.
でも、今なら監督の気持ちもわかる。アクアを誘った理由はもう分かってくれたよね。誰にボロクソ言われようとも、大根と言われてもいい。
Stop touching the hands.
私と一緒に
Jesus Christ.
作品を作って。
This ain't happening, by the way.
できると思うの。
Pedophilia, by the way.
ダメな企画に演技のできない役者陣。だけど、話を聞いてから改めて見ると、脚本と演出は役者に合わせているのがわかる。ダメな演技でも見れる作品にするテクがそこらで使われていることに気づく。裏方は優秀。そしてヒロインはバリバリの実力派。なんかやりようはありそうだな。
ドラマってのは部屋の中で主演級が本読みやリハーサルをして、それをもとに監督や D がコンテを切る。撮影現場でドライやカメリハ、ランスルーを踏んでから本番ってのが一般的だけど、このロケ地は1日しか確保できなかったらしいから、ドライからランスルーは全部ひとまとめでリハーサル扱い。
雑だな。うちの監督でももうちょい丁寧だぞ。
Has he not met the producer guy?
撮影延期にしてほしかったわ。
ちょっと雨漏りしてるところあるみたいだけど、平気よ。
湿気あるとさ、髪広がるんだよね。なんかここジメジメしてて不快だし。
紹介するね。こっちの人は今日のストーカー役の
アクアです。よろしくお願いします。態度悪くね。名前も聞けてないんだけど。
主演の成島メルトよ。まあ向こうも若いからトントン拍子に売れてる子にはよくあることというわけで、挨拶は大事な仕事。
Finally, the more important thing.
はじめまして。いちごプロ所属のアクアと申します。本日はよろしくお願いします。
ああ、よろしくね。
冠城雅也、星野愛と何らかの関係があった男。俺とルビーの血縁上の父親で。
You wanna know why he's not? They're trying to maybe hint at it with the color of the hair. but it's not. Why? Because that would be pedophilia, and I would stop watching the show. I'm still sticking to that rule. If the father was 4 years older than Hoshino Ai, I will stop watching the show instantly. But yeah, like most likely he knew Ai in some form, but like that's probably it. It's a false lead because you don't know who the father is. There's no point in trying to investigate from this angle. You're better off investigating from the angle of the stalker. Figure out who the stalker was close to, and so on and so forth. If you're investigating from Ai's perspective, then it's like you have to figure out everyone she knew, and then try to hopefully figure out maybe one of them had a connection to the stalker. Maybe. It's just way more work. But no, yeah, definitely not. This is not the father.
DNA 鑑定に回せるものを回収しないとな。
今の人がこの現場の責任者。あの人の意見が監督や D を通して現場に伝わる。モデル事務所とのつながりが強い人で、今回のキャスティングはほとんど彼の仕事。
俺の役はヒロインにつきまとうストーカーの役。
The irony.
因果だろうな。
Exactly.
愛をしたストーカーを俺が演じることになるんだから。
よーい、はい。ちょっとここ雨漏りがあるな。そしたらこのカットドリーの速度上げて次に行こうか。
普通に演技できてるじゃん。何が裏方志望よ。
こんなの練習すれば誰にでもできる。他人の邪魔をしない程度に下手じゃないだけで俺自身に何の魅力もない。あの日有馬香奈が見た俺の演技はあくまで年齢と中身のギャップが引き起こした異質感だ。精神年齢に肉体が追いついた今となっては俺はどこにでもいるただの役者。
Exactly what I was saying. He basically said exactly what I was saying. It's only a unique talent if it's the child doing it. But it's completely normal and completely average if you're an adult. You know, it's unique and special when a child can do these things, but it's completely normal for adults.
なんかすごい演技を求めてたなら悪いな。
そんなこと、まあちっとも期待してなかったと言えば嘘になるけど、十分。アクアの演技、ずっと努力してきた人の演技って感じがして、私は好き。
もうすぐです。キャスト陣は有馬さんがなだめてくれてるので。
カナちゃんね、使い勝手楽でいいよね。誰にでもいい感じに尻尾振ってくれるから雑に据えとくにはちょうどいい。有馬香奈っていう名前は一応世間に浸透してるし、事務所抜けてフリーになってギャラもただ同然でネームバリュー使えるんだから得したよ。まあ演技にうるさいのだけ面倒だけどな。このドラマはあくまで潜在、演技力なんて求められてないのに、そこだけは分かってないみたいだけど。
No, she knew that. Ah, the cigarette butt.
実力が評価される時期が来たのよ。
評価なんてされてねえじゃん。世の中そんなもんだぞ、有馬かな。適切な評価なんて与えられる方が稀だ。採取も終わったし、目的は果たした。けど
撮影再開します。
I mean, obviously you want to finish this, because otherwise it would look suspicious.
せっかくだからめちゃくちゃやって帰るか。
What is he gonna do now? Okay, I mean, that was episode 3. That went by very quickly. We definitely saw, I suppose, more of this goddamn character. I'm I'm still saying that Aqua is a complete, like, 40-year-old adult, so, or 45 even, at this point, so there's no way this relationship is ever going to happen. And if they do, that's pedophilia. Plain and simple. I suppose Aqua got a lead with this producer, Kaburagi, and I suppose this is gonna be some sort of, like, intro back into his acting career. The rest of this, I mean, basically the entire episode was just, what is acting, who is acting, this and that, some bullshit. And like, they were just kind of catching up on what happened with her. But what I'm guessing is going to happen here is that he's going to do some insane acting or whatever the fuck next episode. Probably next episode he's also going to find out that Kaburagi, the producer guy, is not the father, most likely, and that'll be that. But because he pulled off this incredible acting thing here at the end, he's probably going to get, like, back into the scene. I mean, again, this episode was again kind of weak. They haven't really done anything. The only thing we've done here with the revenge plotline is this. The amount of people here, all these names, for about a dozen or so people with connections to show business. Okay, and this I would say is like the biggest, I guess, information that we have, or the biggest lead we have. I mean, I'm still kind of stuck on this fact that he hasn't even investigated the actual stalker who killed her. You know, I feel like that's the most logical, the most obvious thing to do. But apparently he just doesn't. I mean, and the rest of this episode was just about how the acting scene works, I guess. Or what it's like to be a child actor. It is ironic that he is now playing a stalker in this show, in this TV drama. I'm also glad that they pointed this out, that Aqua actually understands this, and I'm hoping that they don't, like, quote unquote disprove it by saying that oh no, you actually have talent for acting, blah 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 blah. No, this is what I was saying. This is the truth. You look super talented if you were a 4-year-old child talking like an adult. It looks weird. You may look like, oh my god, you're the best child actor out there, but in reality, you're just an adult. It's like the whole speaking English fluently thing that I mentioned in episode 1, where if you're a child, like a 2-year-old child, that can speak English completely fluently, you know, people look at you and be like, oh my god, that child is a genius. But in reality, you have the experience and memories of your previous life, so once you grow up, you're gonna become just like everybody else who is fluent in English. Just because you are a child that is able to do something that a normal adult person can do doesn't automatically make you a genius or a miracle child actor. So it's exactly like he says here, like I said as well. The acting that they saw in him as a child only felt alien due to the disparity between my physical age and inner mind. But now that he's older, exactly, I'm just a dime a dozen actor. Like, it's... Now you're just average. I mean, there's not much else to it. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens with the cigarette bud next episode. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to episode 3 of Oshinoko, and I hope you'll join me for episode 4 of Oshinoko as well, as we find out, probably, whether or not this producer guy is the father. But spoiler alert, I'm 99% sure that no, you are not the father! Anyway, I'll see you later.